What's going on, guys? It's your average consumer, and today we're finally going to be taking a look at the Sony WF-1000XM4s. Yes, it's a mouthful as always, but these are Sony's latest and most advanced earbuds yet. But the question is it worth the $279 that Sony's asking for? But before we get into these, let's actually talk about the unboxing experience. So these actually come with some pretty compact packaging. Once you pop the top, you're immediately greeted by the earbuds within their case, followed by some packaging with a quick start guide on it with some paperwork inside. Underneath the paperwork, you'll get access to the extra accessories, which consist of a short USB-C cable, as well as some small and large ear tips. And of course, the earbuds have the medium size on them, so you can pick which fits best for you. And what's interesting here is that Sony seems to have gone with a memory foam ear tip, similar to what we've seen with like the Comply foam tips, which means these should provide a pretty good seal, which is important for in-ear buds. But when you get to the actual buds within the case, I gotta say, these feel pretty premium, which is what the WF line is all about. But let's go ahead and talk about what these actually sound like and how they perform. So that's what you get in the box, but how is it to actually use these, right? So first of all, let's talk about how these things look. Sony went with an all-new design over here. These are smaller than the previous version. The previous version was a little big, definitely noticeable when in the ear. And while these themselves aren't very tiny, once they're inside the ear, I feel like it's definitely fine. These look too big, Carl? Jay?
Better than last one.
So there you have it, you guys. Better than the last ones. In terms of overall like comfort when you're throwing them inside of your ears, I find them very comfortable once you get them like snug. But I always find that whenever I'm trying to put them in, I have to do a bit of adjusting. So it's not just like a pop them in the ear and go. Well, that one's fine. But I usually find myself having to go like this, and then doing a little shimmy here to get it in just right and nice tight seal. But overall, I think I like what Sony did here. I feel like these are a good looking pair of truly wireless earbuds. They're a little on the thick side, but for all the tech that's inside of it, you seriously can't complain. Overall, I do think that these are a good looking pair of earbuds. And you know, once you get them inside of the ear, they're pretty secure. Now, the only thing about these is that if you like to lay down with your earbuds, some people do, some people fall asleep with their earbuds in, they're still a bit bulky, so you might not be able to do that super comfortably, like you can't lay your head on it, so something to keep in mind for those of you folks who do it. Now, the color here I have is the black and copper, which Sony's been doing for a while, and it looks really good. But they also have, I believe, like this silver, I think they call it silver, but it's like a, it's not even white, Jay, it's like dark. Remember the headphones are like a beige, like a dark beige. It's kind of like that. I'm assuming it's the same color, but it's their silver version. This case itself is probably a slightly bit bigger than the AirPods Pro, but not enough for someone to feel like they can't take these around. I can throw these in my pocket. Oh snap, I didn't even put it in this little pocket. I can put these in any of my jean pockets and you know, it's not even a thought. Definitely comfortable to bring around. And since we're on the topic of the case, this is the charging case. So when you store these in here, they automatically charge. And of course, you'll get an extra 16 hours of battery life. I believe you get 8 hours with active noise canceling from the earbuds themselves, and an additional 16 hours once you keep charging them in the case. And the case is cool because you got a USB-C port in the back, but what's even better is the fact that this supports wireless charging. So you can just throw it on top of a wireless charger. You don't lay it on its back or anything, just stand it up and boom, you'll have wireless charging. I think it's great that Sony added that functionality in here without making it a gigantic case. And you get this cool little LED light in the front so that you can know it's charging, or if the battery is low, you have a solid idea of what's going on with the earbuds. And 8 hours of battery life with active noise canceling is really, really good. I think with the total of 24 hours with active noise canceling on, that's kind of like the standard, but the earbuds themselves being able to hold 8 hours is awesome. That's like almost Power Beats Pro level. And of course, you get a lot more battery if you don't use active noise canceling. Now, what makes these the most advanced earbuds that Sony has ever come out with? Well, there's a few things. And this is like with every 1000X review that we do, whether it's the headphones or the earbuds, Sony has a slew of features and tech built into these things that we can just spend all day talking about. But we'll just talk about some of the main things first. Active noise canceling on these, amazing. I've been using the AirPods Pro for a long time now, and I've been using the active noise canceling on those with no issue, and these are better. These sound better, and that's also due to the fact that we've got these new ear tips. So there's kind of like a memory foam kind of ear tip here, so it'll conform to your ear shape, which is nice, but it also helps to create a better seal. So you have a better seal inside of the ear, so less sound is coming in. So when you have that active noise canceling on, you're not getting any extra sounds from the outside that you physically can't stop. These do a really good job at just making sure everything sounds as muted as possible. So I'll say it here, best active noise canceling earbuds that I've used so far. They've also got a transparency mode, or what Sony calls ambient sound mode. For Apple users, that's like the transparency mode on the AirPods Pro. AirPods Pro are still king in transparency mode, simply because it just sounds so natural. When the AirPods Pro are in your ear, it almost feels like there's nothing there. With these, because you have that memory foam ear tip, it feels like something's in your ear still, but I can still hear everyone around me very clearly. I think this is Sony's best version of their ambient noise feature, so you can definitely hold conversations with no problem. It'll sound pretty natural. But after Apple, I feel like these are probably the second best ambient noise earbuds that are on the market right now. They've also got this pretty cool feature called Speak to Chat, which is actually pretty impressive. I recently used it while me and Jay were in an Uber. I was listening to some music, and whenever I needed to say something to Jay, I'd say something. It kicks on the ambient noise mode automatically from hearing my voice. It'll pause the music, and then you're able to have your conversation. And once you're done, it'll kick right back on. I will say though, if you're using the Speak to Chat feature, change the time that it takes to close out the feature from the standard 15 seconds over to the short 5 seconds. Because if you have it for 15 seconds after your conversation is done for your music to kick back on, you're just kind of sitting there, left with your thoughts, and you're just like in this weird area where you're just like, where's my music? But I will say it's a bit of an awkward feature because it doesn't activate based on someone else's voice, it only activates based on yours. So if someone comes up to you and they start talking, it's not gonna immediately cut off. Your music is still gonna be playing. So you'll either have to say, wait, what'd you say? Like just something to prompt the feature to turn on, or you'll end up having to take out the earbuds themselves. So if someone else is initiating the dialogue, it's a little bit weird using it. But when you're the one initiating dialogue, it's just fine. Now where we really start to see how advanced these earbuds are, that within the companion app, there's a section called Adaptive Sound Control. And in there, you've got some pretty surprising features. So these are actually able to detect what kind of actions you're taking. So if you're walking, running, and it'll shift the noise canceling or adaptive sound to whatever works best for those situations. So if you're outside running, it can detect that you're running, and you'll probably want to hear your surroundings. So it'll automatically switch to the ambient sound mode so that you can hear if like maybe there's a car coming. If you're maybe just sitting somewhere, you can have like active noise canceling come on. It's supposed to intelligently pick the best feature for you. What's also kind of cool is that these can detect the locations that you frequent. So if you maybe take the train a lot, it can learn that you take the train and then turn on the active noise canceling whenever you're in the train station or something. You can even go into the app and register certain locations. You can use a map to say, when I'm here, I want this to come on. When I'm over there, I want that to happen. So that's just a lot of control that you don't usually expect. Usually it's just like, yo, turn on active noise canceling, turn it off. That's usually what you get. But with these earbuds, you get so much more. Now, of course, you'll also get touch controls on the side. On the right side, you can control your audio, so you can play, pause, go back a track, that kind of stuff. Answer calls, call Siri, whatever it may be. You can call your voice assistant with it as well. On the left side is where you get your ambient controls, so you can turn on active noise canceling, ambient sound, whatever it is. You have access to those controls over here. And you can go within the app and customize which side does what as well. And just like with the larger headphones where you can place your palm on one of the ear cups, with these, you can leave your finger on like the left earbud and you get a feature called quick attention. so that you can have a conversation with someone if you don't have like that speak to chat feature on. You also get some surprisingly not so standard stuff like being able to automatically pause your audio when you take these out of your ears. I really don't know why all true wireless earbuds don't do that. If you're a high-end true wireless earbud, you should be able to automatically pause your music as soon as you take them out of your ears. That's just my opinion. And what's also nice is that even if you don't put these in the case right away after using them, if you keep them out of the case for a while, they'll automatically shut off, so you don't have to worry about battery life dying, even when these aren't in your ears or in the case. Now, a cool feature that Sony has with these is the easy pairing with Android. So now, if you have an Android device and you just bought these, all you have to do is basically open up the case, have it near your device, it'll automatically detect it and ask to pair. So that's kind of like that AirPods experience that we're used to, but now with an updated Android phone, you'll have access to that feature as well. But yes, there are a ton of features that you can check out for yourselves if you're interested. I just wanted to let you guys know some of the best ones and some of the craziest things that this thing can do. But Sony's done it again. They brought all the features over from their big flagship headphones down to the earbuds, and they did it really, really well. Now, how do these sound? I personally think they sound good. Of course, it's Sony. It sounds great, you guys. What did you expect? I feel like these have a lot of life to them. If you're looking for a bit of bass, these have it. You can go into the app and add even more bass if you want, but it sounds really nice and like punchy without it being overdone. That is like the balance you always want, where you were able to, hear the thump in your music a bit without having your vocals suffer. Honestly, these are probably going to be my go-to earbuds. I feel like I just changed them, Jay, from the Beats Studio Buds, and now I'm changing it to these because these are that good. So I enjoy listening to these. They're great for watching like regular content as well. Sony did a really good job with the audio here. I honestly have no complaints. The only thing that might be a tough pill to swallow is the fact that these are on the expensive side. These are $279.99, which is at the true upper end for truly wireless earbuds, at least the most mainstream ones. So you are paying a premium, but you are getting a very premium product. But what do you guys think? I know a lot of people are very happy with the WH-1000XM4s, Sony's flagship headphones, but the earbuds are definitely worth giving a shot if you want something a bit more low-key, but you still want access to all of those cool features and good sound quality. But that about wraps it up for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, be the cool guy or girl that gives this video a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments. Do you think these are worth the 279 bucks? I think so, but I'm curious about your thoughts. Till next video, guys, it's your average consumer. Peace. Carl, yes, you need to upgrade.
Can I go?
Huh? Huh? I can't hear you. Noise canceling's too good.